Good morning, THS. I'm CJ Haddad, a member of the 2023 graduating class. Our class of 2023 is a group of some of the most talented and bright people that will pass through Trenton High School. Anywhere from sports to the classroom, from theater to NHS, from the Trojan Pit to our very own digital media class, we have strived in all we have done. We have changed, persevered, succeeded, and struggled, but all in all, we made it to this point now. We are a class that's been through COVID-19, a school shooting only 60 miles away, personal and family struggles, and not to mention the drama that being a high school student brings along with it. Even through all of this, we have still made it to this point, our last couple of weeks. Every single person in this class should be proud and feel accomplished. We've made it. Even with how great our class is, some of you still are yet to fill out the senior spotlight form. To fill it out, you can scan the code that is on the screen now. We had some teachers talk about some advice they have about college. Let's check that out.
Hi, what's your name?
Mrs. Aziz.
Where'd you go to college, Mrs. Aziz?
I went to Michigan State University.
And what advice would you give our graduating seniors?
I think every graduating senior should find their passion and run with it.
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Coach Glan. I've been here now 2 years.
Coach Glan, where'd you go to college?
I went to IU in Indiana and then the United States Sports Academy in Alabama for my master's.
And what advice would you give our graduating seniors?
Now, number one, to enjoy life, to work hard, and to find their passion and let it pay their bills. So be passionate about whatever you choose to do.
I'm Ms. Hensman. I went to Michigan State University, and my advice for graduating seniors is don't be afraid to try new things and to meet new people. You never know what you're going to get.
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Rod Jankowski, head custodian at Trenton High School.
Nice to meet you. What did you
Pleasure.
do after high school?
As soon as I graduated high school, I went to work for my father's business, Downriver Cleaning. Worked for him for 20 years and decided to branch off on my own. Had my own business for 10 years and then decided I wanted more structure and decided to start working for the school districts.
What advice do you have for the seniors graduating?
Be honest with yourself. Love yourself. And there's no limits. You guys can do anything.
Thank you for coming in today.
Alrighty. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Now we are joined with Mr. Walters, one of our counselors here at Trenton High School. How are you doing today, Mr. Walters?
Hey, I'm doing well, CJ. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, anytime. So what advice do you have for seniors that are going off to college and underclassmen that are trying to plan for college?
Well, I think the first thing is to learn more about yourself. Students that I just had, in fact, in my Trojan Pride, they are seniors. And I was really happy to see that out of all those seniors, they know who they are, at least at this point in their lives.
Definitely.
And they have a career pathway. So each of my students actually in my Trojan Pride gave their career pathway. So we have, get this, we have 4 people definitely are interested in health. A couple said nursing. We have 4 individuals in my group that were interested in engineering. We had 2 people in business that are thinking about going into business. One was in human service. Okay. Thinking about social work. So, I mean, I'm excited because our students have explored.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to be able to know yourself, and I feel like having a career that you enjoy is definitely a big part of it.
It is. I mean, you really do want to find something that you enjoy so that you can study it. And then, of course, in college, make those connections. And then finally, you'll start to explore and do the whole process of finding that first job.
Yeah, that makes sense. So following that up, what are some struggles that freshmen in college might see when they go to college?
I mean, it is a transition, right? So I think in the very beginning, just adjusting to that new lifestyle on campus. But I do believe, you know, if students have support from home and support at school, they'll make that transition. And again, knowing that they have a goal. that their goal is to learn, of course, make new friends, and of course get a lot of experiences that are going to help them with their future.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure. So, also though, there's some pathways that's not college bound. So, what struggles or difficulties might people that are going to trade school or directly right to the workforce what might they see?
Yeah, I think it can be difficult if you are going right into work, but I think that's a great that is a great way of learning about yourself. If someone does choose to go right into the workforce, you're getting experience, and there it is. I think what's important for all our high school students to know is no matter which path they choose, you're always exploring, and career development is a lifelong process. So just keep that positive attitude that whatever step you take, you're going to be learning more about yourself and more about the world of work and where you're going to find your most contentment.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a big part to know what you like you said earlier. You're not going to be happy with your life if you go to college, but really you want to be doing something else.
I think CJ, that's right. You want to find out what you enjoy. And there are going to be some students that go to college that maybe decide maybe that's not the best path for me, and that's okay too. But we want to always do this. We have to be lifelong learners. There is no way that we're not going to succeed if we don't continue to learn. It's going to be hard to succeed.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if you had one message for the class of 2023, what would it be?
Be hopeful, be optimistic. Life is a journey, of course, but take one step at a time. Continue to learn about yourself, explore careers, find out what's going to give you enjoyment, and I believe you'll prosper once you find out what you like to do.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So now we're going to look at a video about some of the seniors' memories and some of their plans for the future.
My favorite memory of high school was it getting canceled for COVID and then getting to stay home.
My favorite high school memory was freshman year winter break with all my friends.
My favorite memory of school, specifically high school, was spring break this year in Mexico.
Okay. My favorite memory was probably like all the dances at school, especially homecoming and snowball this year. I was pretty sick. I had a dance battle with some people. So it was lit.
My favorite memory was being on the homecoming court and being in the parade.
Our favorite memory is working the school store and selling and making cookies.
My favorite high school memory is my senior football season.
My favorite school memory is in elementary school winning goldfish at the Anderson Fun Fair.
Alright, my favorite school memory is beating Woodhaven on homecoming.
Alright, so my favorite memory is going to be walking out of the school and never coming back.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm CJ Haddad.
What are your plans after school?
I'm going to Central Michigan, rooming with my friend Buzzy, and yeah, we're going to have a blast.
That's fun. What are you planning to go into as a career?
I want to be a teacher, and I'm studying secondary education.
That's awesome. Thanks for coming in for the interview.
Thank you, Patty.
Hi, what's your name?
Sierra.
Nice to meet you, Sierra. What are your plans after school?
I'm going to Grand Valley and I'm going to study business and finance.
That's nice. So what are you planning to go into as a career?
My end goal is to be a business owner.
That's awesome. Thanks for coming in for the interview.
Wait, so you told me you don't gotta know.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Sal Verdus.
Nice to meet you, Sal. What are your plans after school?
I'm going to be attending Wayne State University.
That's nice. What do you plan to study there?
Supply chain management, and I'm going to get a minor in criminal justice.
That's nice. So what are your plans for a career?
Hopefully the end goal is to be a cop one day, but if that all fails, I got a major in business.
That's awesome. Thanks for coming in for the interview. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Jacob.
What's your plan after school?
My plan after school is to attend Central Michigan University with my good buddy CJ right here, and probably study engineering.
That's good. So you plan to go into engineering as your career?
I do, yes.
Is there any specific type of engineering?
Probably electrical or software. One of the two.
That's good. Thanks for coming.
Of course.
Hi, what's your name?
Caitlin.
Nice to meet you, Caitlin. What are your plans after high school?
I'm going to trade school to be a medical assistant.
Oh, that's awesome. So what do you plan to do as a medical assistant?
Work in some doctor's office somewhere.
That's awesome. Thanks for coming in for the interview.
Now I'm joined with 5 seniors graduating this year. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves and what you're going to do next year?
I'm Dom Calloway. I'm going to Concordia University Ann Arbor to play football next year. I'm studying business.
I'm Carter Allen, and I'm going to be studying at the University of Michigan Dearborn.
I'm Madison Eilers, and I'm studying at Ferris State University.
I'm Carlina Summers. I'm going to University of Toledo to get my bachelor's in film and video and theater tech.
My name's Cameron Hampton. I'm going into the trades.
So the first question I just want to know is, what's the first story that comes to your guys' mind when you think of high school? Dom?
You know, I think I've got to say freshman year, playing JV football, playing Woodhaven, you know, almost beat them, could have had a great season with that. Me and Joaquin leading the team in touchdowns. In the end zone, right through his hands, CJ had the chance to win the game, and he just dropped it, you know. That's the first thing I think of. That's very upsetting, you know.
I remember you missing a couple tackles that game, too.
Oh, I didn't play defense that year, actually.
Well, I guess. Carter, what about you?
I gotta say, scoring a goal in the hockey state finals junior year was amazing. Just seeing the whole crowd, saw Haddad there.
Yeah, I was.
And it was just really great to see all the fans there, and the stadium was packed.
Yeah, it's something not very many people get to see.
Yeah.
Like, scoring in the state finals is definitely an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Maddie, what about you?
I think about school dances and football games, of being there, like the stands and seeing everyone.
Yeah, definitely fun. Car?
Probably, well, like, it was probably my transition from Riverview schools to Trenton. Like, it was such a big change during COVID, because that's when I moved. And then probably just, like, doing talk shows in here is just, like, that's where I found out what I really wanted to do going into college, so,
Yeah, definitely a very fun class.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it a lot. Cam, what about you?
Going to homecoming games has always been fun, so.
Yeah, homecoming games is definitely a level above the rest. More energy there for sure. So what are you gonna miss the most about Trent High School? Let's start with you, Cam.
I mean, some of my friends, obviously,
Yeah.
people moving. That's basically it.
Yeah, some people you're not gonna see. I'm sure all of us feel that way. Not gonna talk to some people. Might be good, might be bad, but we'll see. Car?
I feel like, yeah, my friends too, especially like going back to me moving, I just met some of the people that I probably would have been friends with for a longer time if I would have gotten here, you know, earlier. So it's kind of sad, you know, you just meet someone and you're like, all right, bye, like you're just leaving.
Yeah, it's definitely
so.
a struggle, I feel like,
Yeah.
to move your senior year because
Right.
short time to meet people and then you don't get to know them for very long
Right.
sometimes.
Exactly, yeah.
Maddie?
Friends and just making memories in high school that we're never going to have again unless you fail. But I don't think anyone's failing.
Yeah.
But just memories of being here.
Yeah. Car?
I gotta say, playing organized hockey, it's gonna be my last year, and it's kind of sad to see it go, but gotta go on to my next chapter of my life and, you know, just move on.
So, you said you're going to U of M Dearborn.
Yeah.
What made you choose U of M Dearborn?
I went on a campus visit with you, actually, and I thought it was a great campus, you know?
Yeah, it was definitely, me, you, and Michael went. It was definitely a great time for sure.
It was.
Dom, what are you going to miss?
Probably high school football, honestly, because it's like, if we're being realistic, there's nothing like it. Yeah, you can go play college, you can go play pro, whatever, but all the guys on your team, you guys are stuck together all day.
Yeah.
From school to practice to dinners, all that, you know. And then the stadium, it's your whole community's coming, you know, rallying behind you.
Whole city's there supporting you.
Exactly.
All your friends that you're with every single day are playing with you.
Especially like this year with the run we had, the atmosphere in most of those games was just unreal. And I don't think anything could top high school football, honestly.
Yeah. So what does like your guys' next step in your life look like? So like what are goals, like whether it's school, sports, whatever you're gonna do, what's your goal in the future?
I think I'm gonna start off by going to college for playing football, obviously. Get my business degree, see where football takes me. If it doesn't take me past college, well, go to trade school, learn 2 trades, have a business degree, opens a lot of doors, a lot of money, you know, stuff like that.
Cam, what about you? What's your next step look like?
Find a pretty good apprenticeship somewhere around here.
Yeah. It's definitely important, I feel like, to find an apprenticeship fast when you're going into a trade, because that opens up a lot of job opportunities. I got a couple friends that are doing that, so. Carter, what about you?
I'm hoping to get a degree at college. You know,
What are you going into?
I'm not sure yet. I think I might go into biological sciences and see where that leads to me, but just right now, I don't really know.
Yeah, just see what your interests are a little more. Yeah.
Exactly.
What about you, Car?
I'm really excited I'm doing a double major, so that's gonna be a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to, start on production and meet a lot of new people. I'm also gonna be building stuff. I really like doing hands-on stuff, so like just getting in the studio and just like building props or like making costumes or like welding things. Really excited to do those hands-on things and just like be able to just do my thing, without having to go to classes that like that don't count towards my major.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what you want to do in like production-wise? Like what role you'd like to?
I really like directing. It's an extremely competitive field. Like you go into film and video, yeah, you have this dream, but like everyone else wants to do that too.
And you got to start low, work your way up.
Exactly. Like you gotta have something unique. You gotta like get yourself out there because a lot of people will go into this field thinking, oh, I'm just going to Hollywood. Oh, I'm just gonna go do this. Like, no, you gotta start low. Like, you gotta build up. Like, look at everyone like that makes movies now. Like, they didn't just start like, oh, now I'm just a director, and now I'm just like making $1 million.
There's
like,
reasons why you don't see young directors and big Hollywood movies.
Exactly. So, I don't know. We'll see where it takes me, but I'm just gonna focus on what I'm passionate about, what I really love doing, because without that, I mean, what are you gonna do?
That's makes sense.
Yeah.
Maddie, what's your next step?
I plan to go to Ferris for criminal justice, graduate there, and then I plan to go to Boston for like a law school.
Okay, so do you want to be a lawyer then?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Do you have any like preference if you're like defense, prosecuting?
I would be a criminal lawyer, so defense for criminals. Yeah.
Okay. That's got to be difficult.
Yeah.
A lot of schooling. So is there anything you guys are nervous about for next year, Cam? Or just the future in general?
I wouldn't say nervous, but like there's a structure to high school and school in general. It's going to be the first year for me because I'm not going to college or anything like that. It's going to be the first year for me out of a school setting.
Real life.
It makes you a little nervous, but not really.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Car, what about you?
Yeah, like what he said, it's like even though I'm gonna be continuing school, it's a lot different structure, It takes me a minute to get adjusted to schedule, so like all I'm thinking is like running through campus, like being late or like showing up to this wrong room. You're sitting there and you're like, oh, why am I in a calculus class? Like I'm a film major. So yeah, definitely nervous about that, like finding my way around, and it's a smaller campus though, so hopefully it works out. Like meeting new people, I guess. Like you have a roommate, it's like you've never met them before. Like it's just like, all right, we're living together.
Yeah, I'm lucky. So, one of my roommates I know from high school, Jacob Buzzy, but then 2 other people we don't know, so it could be interesting.
All right.
Maddie, what about you?
Just kind of being alone, like being 3 hours away and not really having anyone there that I know that I can kind of depend on. But I'm not really nervous about leaving, but more nervous about being alone.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get it. Yeah, Carter?
Well, I'm most nervous about the workload. You always hear stories coming back from college with all of the homework and all the work that you have to do to get through college. But thankfully, I got my boy Ian Carrico. That's also going to
very smart kid.
That's always also going to Dearborn.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to work together.
What about you, Dom? What are you nervous about?
Honestly, I think I got all my nerves out like 2-3 months ago. I was tripping about how I would be off on my own, not come home to cooked meals and have my own responsibilities. But I kind of got over that, so I think I'm good
Not
now.
any part of you's nervous that you like about balancing sports and school? Because I know it's basically a full-time job being a college athlete.
I mean, the way they schedule, like they told me the schedule was, it's pretty simple. So I don't think I'll have a problem with it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is there Just one sentence, if you could give one sentence to the underclassmen that are preparing for college, what would you say?
Don't wait till junior year to try to get your grades up.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about you, Carter?
Do your homework.
Simple enough. Simple, straightforward. Maddie?
Do your homework and make sure you pass your classes.
Yeah, that's a big one. What about you, Cam?
Show up to school.
Half the battle.
Try your hardest. Not really much more you can say.
Yeah. What about you, Car?
I would say like focus on finding yourself because that's going to lead you to where you need to be.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, thank you all for spending this time with me. It's crazy to think that in less than a month we'll be walking across the stage graduating. It's coming up really quick. Thank you to the teachers, administrators, and staff for everything they've done for us. Thank you for Ms. Lopez for helping us put on this broadcast and every broadcast we've done before. This is our grade signing off for this class, so we'll see you guys later. Go Blue.